somebody might want out. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. As any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the...
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. 70 ending. Yeah, I got you.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
Touchdown! From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And down he'll go at the...
Handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 2. This one taken in by Hester. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
Mike 58 right there. Check back. And the Giants first down. No,
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Watch 20. Watch 20. First down, New York.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care.
2nd and 9 now. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw here. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw now on the final play. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw.
They'll look to throw here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps. I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one. He'll look to throw, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why. Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way. Rosas good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total. He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This is McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. I like that, MVU. Okay. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check three.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Back, three. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shit. Shit.
They'll drop to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe